Food plot week. Once again, we're talking about the 7 most common reasons why your food plots fail right here on Landbeat. First off, I'm going to preface this with this is my list. This is not your list, this is my list. On all my experience of food plotting and traveling around consulting, these are the most common things that I see leading to failed food plots. And there's 7 of them that I'm going to try to remember all of them as I list them out. But number 1 being deer pressure. Planting the wrong species or having too many deer. By wrong species, I mean a species that can't withstand the browse pressure and it's mediocre to terrible at best. And we don't know why, when simply a utilization cage can tell us why it failed. Number 2 being herbicide. And that could be herbicide use or lack of herbicide use. Lack of herbicide use would be you roll into an area that is chock full of, let's say, crabgrass. It's not well documented, but in my experience, crabgrass has allelopathic tendencies, similar to like you see, most people are aware of a black walnut doing allelopathic things. Crabgrass can do the same thing. You come through, you spray it with glyphosate, and you broadcast brassicas in it, and you're like, why are my brassicas not growing here? And they grew over there. Over there didn't have crabgrass and the brassicas grew. Over here you had crabgrass, the brassicas didn't grow. I've seen that multiple years on my own farm. So if you have crabgrass, be sure that you get that killed and you have a period of that breaking down so you can get a successful food plot to grow and you don't roll in late summer and spray it and it's too late to get anything established. The other thing I see with herbicide use and how it leads to lack of food plot growth and failed food plots is you put down a mixture of glyphosate and 2,4-D. Label of 2,4-D says you got to wait 2 weeks to plant a broadleaf. You wait 2 weeks, you roll right in, and you still don't get growth. In my experience, I tell landowners to typically try to wait 20 to 30 days after. If you get a lot of rain in between, you can probably roll in after 2 weeks. But I've seen a lot of guys spray it, wait 2 weeks, go in, and they didn't get good growth, and we can blame it on the residual of 2,4-D in the soil. That's number 2, why your food plots failed. Number 3, I'm going to lean on a friend of mine that says it all the time. I don't get to experience it a lot here because I have well-drained soils, sometimes too well-drained, but drainage. Too much water on your food plot. You're going into a low area, you're planting a food plot and it's constantly getting flooded, it has water, it just rushes over it. Doesn't seem like a big problem, but if you take that over years, that soil could be cram-packed, concrete hard whenever there's no water on it, and that can lead to unsuccessful food plots. So number 3 being drainage. Number 4 being too much competition of trees around. Can be that it's too small of an area. 1/10 of an acre, size of your truck bed or truck shouldn't qualify as a food plot even though you've done the same practices. The trees are going to take the nutrients, they're going to take the moisture, they're going to take the sunlight, they're going to take everything from that area and your food plot won't grow. So try to get a little bit bigger than the size of your truck, and just because ryegrass grows in that area doesn't mean it's a successful food plot. Number 5 being non-target species eating your seed. This could be crows, this could be turkeys, this could be doves. If you're broadcasting, let's say you come through and you disc up the entire area and you broadcast seed on top and you cultipack it in and you don't get rain for several days for that seed to germinate and start growing, turkeys, crows, doves, all kinds of other birds, squirrels, rabbits, they can all eat that seed. And so if you put down 40 pounds of wheat per acre and they come in several days, they can consume a large majority of that. So non-target animals eating seed being number 5 of why your food plot failed. 6 and 7 are timing and moisture. And they can kind of go hand in hand, but they're not the same. You have the right timing, but you don't have the moisture, the food plot fails. You have the right moisture, but your timing was off and the food plot fails. Meaning you put a large seed, you broadcast oats and you get a little bit of rain, a ½ inch right after you broadcast it, you're good to go. But it doesn't grow like you think it is. Well, it's because it requires enough moisture to swell that seed, cause it to swell, causing it to then germinate, and then you need moisture to cause it to put off root and start growing. But if it turns to 100 degrees, it's going to dry up and die. And the same time, timing goes with that, meaning you need to plant at the right time of the year with the right species, being a cool season or a warm season, and you need to have the right amount of moisture. If it's dry and you're in the middle of a drought, you might as well save your seed and wait. If you have to wait too long, shift to a cereal grain like wheat or cereal rye and plant it later in the fall. don't put all your eggs in one basket when it comes to food plotting, and know that failed food plots is a part of food plotting. So if you're in a bad site, you will have failure some years. Just know that you'll get thrown curveballs. Let them go, maybe they're balls, wait on a fastball and drive a home run with the next batch of rain and put some seed in the ground. There you have it for 7 reasons why your food plots fail.